as we continue to monitor the latest coming in at this point, let's also talk about the way things panned out earlier in the evening as we were monitoring the situation coming in from Jammu, how the evening started over there with the artillery and drone attacks that were also effectively neutralized and intercepted. In fact, all the drone attacks were foiled. Jammu also experiencing a blackout situation, as are other parts of the country as well, with the defense system that was activated and the air raid sirens earlier that were witnessed in Jammu. Situation under control is the message coming in from India, and no losses have been reported as a result of Pakistan's attacks. We know that there were 8 missiles that were targeted by Pakistan. We also know through Indian defense sources about the specific details of the areas that were targeted. In fact, sources saying that all the artillery and drone attacks have been completely foiled by the Indian forces. In fact, the headquarters of India's Integrated Defence Staff has also said that the threat was neutralized by the armed forces as per the SOP, and blackouts, remember, were enforced as Pakistan fired those drones into Jammu, and Pakistan targeted the region with loitering ammunitions. Multiple drones were intercepted, and the locals have reported lights streaking across the sky, indicating interception of incoming projectiles. We also know that the Defence Minister of India, Rajnath Singh, reviewing the security situation, meeting the CDS and the 3 chiefs. Important to point out and remind our viewers that the message coming in from India is that all is under control. We also know that flight operations have been shut at as many as 24 Indian airports, given the situation. But at the same time, while India has made it clear that any such act will get an appropriate response, and how India has not been interested in any form of escalation, this is what the last couple of hours have panned out as a result of Pakistan's decision to escalate things further and unleash this fresh round of aggression. The MOD spokesperson also saying that India is fully prepared to deal with the situation. Pakistan missiles crossed the international border and no casualties, no material losses have been reported on the Indian side, as India foiled the attack on the military bases of Jammu, Pathankot, Udhampur, and India deployed the kinetic and non-kinetic capabilities against Pakistan. 3 Indian military bases that were targeted by Pakistan. We do know that India has shot down all the Pakistani missiles and drones at this point. That's the latest coming in. And any escalation by Pakistan will get an appropriate response, is also the reiteration of India's stance coming in from the Indian External Affairs Minister as well. As Pakistan unleashed drones, the Pakistani attempts have been completely foiled. All right, there are more details coming in at this point as we tell you what things have looked like in different parts of the country. An official notice, in fact, listing out all the Indian airports that have been closed down. This is, of course, as a precautionary measure after the Indian armed forces thwarted Pakistan's latest round of aggression. 24 airports remaining shut in all. We're talking about areas across Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, Rajasthan, parts of Gujarat. Let's just be specific here and spell out for you what the list looks like and the different parts that we are talking about. Jammu, Srinagar, Leh, Ludhiana, Chandigarh, among those places on that list, apart from Bathinda, Shimla, Jaisalmer, Jodhpur, Bikaner, Pathankot, Jamnagar, Porbandar. We're talking about the latest details that are coming in as a result of the Pakistani attack. As we summarize the developments that have been trickling in, let's also remind our viewers that no losses have been reported by the Indian side as a result of Pakistan's latest attack. In fact, airports that have been affected, as we've been telling you, these are the airports that have been shut as a precautionary measure given the situation at this point. We do know that there have been 24 airports, to be specific, 24 airports to be shut in total. They will remain shut. This is across Jammu and Kashmir, also Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, Rajasthan, parts of Gujarat. We are talking about Srinagar, Jammu, Leh, Ludhiana, Chandigarh, Patiala, Batinda. We're also talking about areas like Shimla, Jaisalmer, Jodhpur, Bikaner. Remember, Jaisalmer, Bikaner earlier also witnessed a blackout situation. Jamnagar as well on that list of the airports that have been affected, and 24 airports, the remaining shut in total as a result. This is a precautionary measure, of course, in view of the developing situation at this point. 24 airports have been closed as of now for civil operations, given the latest that has been coming in. India responding to Pakistan's attack, the latest round of Pakistan attacks that have taken place. We've been getting you these images that have been trickling in from different parts as well, giving us a sense of what things look like on the ground at this point. And a reminder to our viewers, and as our experts and esteemed guests have also been pointing out, there is no need to panic. India has made it absolutely clear that all is under control. As we continue to tell you what things have looked like in different parts and which all areas have witnessed blackouts as well, it's important to highlight how earlier in the evening, Jammu witnessed those artillery and drone attacks on part of Pakistan. In fact, this is as a result of Pakistan's decision to escalate things further. The Indian Armed Forces brought down an onslaught of drone fire by Pakistan in parts of Jammu, in Rajasthan, as well as Punjab. Let's go straight across now to Siddhant Sibal, who's been getting us more details. Siddhant, what are you gathering at this point?
Well, right now, there is a lot of intense action taking place by the Indian side. In fact, one thing I can tell you that there was, in the last few hours, a major attack by the Pakistanis in Jammu, Kashmir, Punjab, Rajasthan. And thereafter, India has also now focused on not only downing these projectiles, but a deterrent as well. It's a very evolving situation. There are meetings happening in Delhi as well. There are blackouts in parts of northwestern India. And India is right now trying to make sure that the message is sent. All throughout the day on Thursday, we saw the Indian Foreign Minister, the Foreign Secretary, clearly saying that if there is an attack, there will be a retaliation by the Indian side, a firm retaliation by the Indian side. So clearly, this is a delicate situation. It's a very evolving situation. It looks like we'll get to know more details very soon. There is no official word so far from the Indian side.
Right, Siddhant, we also know about the meeting, the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh also reviewing the security situation and meeting the CDS and the three chiefs. Give us a sense of what things are looking like in New Delhi.
Well, these are meetings which are expected to happen because it's a delicate situation. India has never seen such kind of onslaught in decades. It is almost a conflict-like situation with usage of drones. We have all seen visuals of that drones attack which has happened in Jammu. And focus, of course, from the Indian side has been that how, of course, India sends a message to terror sponsors in Pakistan.